Hi, it's Kelly here from Spiritual Awakening Signs, coming to you today with our energy update video. So this is where we take a look at what energies are showing up for us just now as we're in this dramatically changing world and all the different things that are going on right now, which is very stressful for all of us. We're looking at how it's affecting our energies spiritually and emotionally. So we're going to talk about that. And the other thing we're going to do is we have a meditation that is free that we're going to be doing later in the video that you can use to cope with the stuff that's coming up. It's really addressing the energies that we're seeing showing up right now. So make sure that you stay tuned for that. I really appreciate it and I know that it'll help you a lot. So let's get into the shifts that we're seeing right now. Now, the energy that's going on right now is affecting our energies in a really big way. The first thing that's coming up is broken soul energy. So I'm seeing this a lot. It's kind of bubbling up from the surface. Broken soul energy is the energy of exhaustion, the energy of defeat, the energy of hopelessness. You want to be thinking of warriors on a battlefield, in your past lives. It's that energy of just total exhaustion and feeling like there's really no hope to go on. And of course, when we get into that sort of energy, not only does it trigger a lot of solar plexus blocks because we're out of our power, but we really feel like we don't have the power to move forward. It's really quite a 3D energy, an energy of being stuck, of being exhausted, and kind of too tired to move forward with no faith. That's a tough energy to move through. That's really coming up in a big way right now. The other thing that's coming up is huge ungroundedness. We're very ungrounded at the moment because, of course, our world is changing. The world is changing dramatically around us. There's a lot of uncertainty. There's a lot of insecurity and there's a lot of fear. And when that energy is around you and you start to pick up on that, if you're a light worker, which I'm certain that you are, what happens is we kind of automatically start to recede just a little bit, like the soul energy pulls back just a little bit to kind of remove itself from being so present in the physical world because we're stressed and we're afraid and it's overwhelming. So that tends to happen, and when that happens, we can get even worse awakening symptoms and we're not thinking clearly. We're not really being present. We're usually in the fight or flight response. So we need to watch out for that in a big way. The third thing that I'm seeing is a lot of disconnect. So with all the changes that are going on, the insecurity, the fear, what's really happening is that people in their mindset is saying, I'm too stressed right now to do spiritual stuff. I'm too stressed right now to focus on anything else than what's going on. And I'm here to tell you that that's actually the opposite of what we need. We need connection. We need those universal energies and we need the guidance to show us how to maneuver our way through the twists and turns of all the changes that we're seeing in the world. It's about coping. It's about allowing your guides and those higher vibrations to still lead you to your joy through all the changes that are coming up. So those are the energies that I'm seeing coming up in a really big way. So we're going to do a meditation to address that. But first I want to note that we released a video of statement of intent. This was just recently where we reduced a lot of our energy healing meditations, the ones that we felt were the most relevant and important for anyone going through awakening. We wanted to make sure that you had access to the foundations through all the changes that are going on. Now we have two more that we want to talk about today, and they are very relevant for the November energies in this kind of last quarter where our energies have been affected by what we've just talked about. So I'll tell you what they are and then we'll get into the meditation and I'll tell you more about how you can use these together or separately, and they're still very effective. So the first one that we're talking about is the spiritual strength meditation. Now it's all about stabilizing your being grounded, and of course drawing in that strength and that wisdom and that mental fortitude. So it's really good if you're feeling ungrounded, fearful, unsafe, insecure. It's a really great way to just connect to your soul's higher wisdom at a challenging time with a lot of changes going on. And the other one is the angel prayer. And I felt that this was really important for those of us, especially if those solar plexus issues are coming up, feeling out of your power, feeling like you don't know how to move forward. Because the angel prayer will help you to connect with your angels, to receive unconditional love and support, and most importantly, to be guided by signs from your angels. So it's all about looking out for the signs, looking out for those messages, and allowing them from their higher standpoint to guide you through the challenges to the other side. So it's really good if you just need that little bit more support or you're feeling kind of disconnected. That's why I felt it was important. Now, we're going to do a meditation now that will build on those. If you have one or both of those meditations, this meditation will build on it. It helps them all to kind of work together. If you don't have the previous meditations, it's okay. You can still gain benefit. It's just a little bit more potent if you have the other foundations there, but it's still effective, okay? So let's get into the meditation. So what we're going to be doing is making sure that not only do we have this meditation, we've got the opportunity to increase their effectiveness if we want, if you have those meditations. Of course, if you want to get them, you can check the link below. But it's all about developing and leaning on that spiritual strength, remaining grounded through the changes and making sure that you are not only strong, but that you are being guided. So again, just leaning on the guidance and the messages from the angels. And I'm going to show you how this can all work together. It's really actually all one energy, but it's just different aspects and components of it. So we're going to help that all to work together. So let's get into the meditation. Now, if you've never done any of our energy healing meditations before, all you need to do is relax. You relax, you hold the intention that you are allowing the guides to work with your energy. Now, I work with a collection of really high vibrational spirit guides who are dedicated to helping us on the awakening pathway. And when you listen to this meditation, no matter when it is, they will immediately go to work on your behalf and they'll start working with your energy, creating activations, doing healing for you. It will all happen at one time whenever you watch the video. And of course, it's worth saying you can watch the video as many times as you like. You can repeat this meditation daily. You can use it every time you need a top up. Just know that it's here for you. Okay? So let's get into the meditation. So I invite you now to close your eyes. And maybe take a nice deep breath. Just signalling to the body and the energy system that this is your time for healing. Just allow the guides to begin working with your energy for your highest and best good. Okay, let's see what we need to bring in now. Okay, so let's work on that broken soul energy first. Let's ask any brokenness of the soul, any fragmented energy that we carry is gently released and cleared from your system now. You might like to take a nice deep breath just to assist that energy in leaving the body. Let's ask that any cracked or broken aspects of our energy, any damaged energy, is healed and resolved now. That's interesting. The guides are showing me that when our energy is in that broken state, our energetic boundaries and barriers are not up. So we become a little bit more vulnerable. That's why we tend to feel vulnerable there, because we're not in as much of a defensive energy as we usually are to protect ourselves. Okay, right, so the guides are telling me to bring in some protection. So let's ask for the energy of safety and protection. Show you the truth that you are safe and protected now. Allow that energy into your space, allow it into your auric field to maintain that boundary and that barrier that allows light in and repels any darkness, any negativity. Okay. Let's also show you the truth that it is safe for you to remain grounded and present in your body now. That you know how to and when it's appropriate to. Let's fully ground your energies now. And let's ask that those energies are grounded with the downloads that we've done in the previous meditation, the strength, the fortitude, the groundedness. Let's bring it all together. Good. So let's see what we can do about our connection to our guides now. Let's ask that any doubt that we carry around guides, around our spirituality, around our faith is cleared and released now. Show you that it is safe and possible for you to trust in your angels and guides. Show you that you know how to be aware of those signs. Show you that you know how to recognise and accept them when they show up, because the guides are telling me they're already here. You need to look out for them. Let's ask that any disconnect that you've experienced with your angels or your faith is healed, resolved and strengthened now. And show you that it's safe and possible for you to maintain that connection from a grounded perspective and with soul strength to move forward through all the changes of this earthly world. And the guides are just showing me that a lot of us are carrying kind of anxiety in the mind, and that's causing some ungroundedness too. So let's ask that any anxiety, any fearful or stressful thoughts and their energy that exists within your mind, let's ask that it is released and cleared now, and show you what it is, what it means and what it feels like to maintain peace of mind now. Okay, so just give yourself a moment to become aware of your energy and consciousness in the room. Start to become aware of the things around you. Start to become aware of the sounds. Bringing yourself back into the room, bringing your focus into the present moment. And take just a little moment to open your eyes when you're ready. And that can take a minute because we're in quite a deep theta brainwave there. So just take your time. Come back around. I hope that you enjoyed that meditation, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. Don't forget to check below with all the links to the things that we discussed, and of course lots of other help and guidance that you might need. Thank you for watching. Have a fantastic day.